Hi, welcome back to my channel, Dad How Do I, the UK version, and this video we will be covering a problem that I've just noticed. Look at this, I have a flat tyre. I have no idea why it's flat, so we're going to have to investigate. I don't have a replacement tube either, so I will be relying on actually repairing it. So there are a few steps that I will have to do. Firstly, remove the wheel, then remove the actual tyre itself, then remove the tube, and then pump the tube up under some water and see if there's any bubbles that come out to try and find out where the hole is, then repair the tube and then put it all back together. So let's get started. If you come around here, the brakes can be adjusted to a position for when you remove the tyre. So when you move this, open it, they move a bit wider. So your bike may have that adjustment, but with it being flat, it should slide easily in between. Then we go to the quick adjuster forks. Sometimes you might need a spanner, but on this bike, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turns should be enough. And then lift up. Okay, step 1 complete. So now the wheel is off, I need to try and get the tyre off. So I'll undo this rubber dust cap. Sometimes there's a little metal washer, something like this, that holds the valve to the rim. I've taken it off, but sometimes you will have to do that as well. So this is a tyre lever. This is plastic. If you didn't have a tyre lever, you may be able to break it by hand. So opposite the valve on this side, if I try and do it sideways, you may be able to do it by hand. It's quite difficult, but with a tyre lever it's much easier. You have to try not to pinch the rubber tube inside. So try and get it so that it is just the tyre and then slide it along. And look at that. All the way, and it pops. That should be enough to do what we need to do, which is to push should be a little bit fiddly, but it saves us having to remove the whole tube. So we can put that to one side. What we might want to do is check the inner tyre for any bits of thorns. Maybe you rode over some thorns, but I don't think I've done that. So what I will do now is I will pump up this tube, get a bucket of water and just pop it in the water and see where the fault lies. So, it's my track pump. Loosen. There is no air in there at all. On. Okay. Maybe just go around with my hands. I don't hear anything. I don't see anything. I didn't feel anything. Right, let's get a bucket of water. Probably best you do this outside or somewhere where you've got a waterproof floor. I've put a bit more air in this tube. Again, I can't see anything or feel anything. And I'm just going to slowly, so if you bring the camera in, we've no idea what we're going to see here. So can you see that under the water? So I'm just looking for bubbles. This could be such a super slow puncture that I might not have any bubbles. But this is the process you would go through. Is that a bubble of air there? Just appearing there. I think we found the problem. Is that a bubble of air? Yeah. Right, we have a small bubble of air coming from the valve. From there. And as you can see, we did not have any bubbles coming from the tyre tube. So, I think it's just a valve problem and not an actual puncture. Okay, right, I don't have any pliers there. So let's get some pliers. I'll be back. Right, so I've put this pumped up tube through water. No air bubbles at all have left from the tyre tube, but I could see a small bubble coming up from it in between there. So it's not just this top part where air can come out. Just remove all the air now. But it's also from this section here. And as you can see, this section also comes out. So that's where I was losing just inspecting it. I will pop it back in. And that will be a perfect puncture repair because I haven't actually had to fix. Okay, so that's now tight. Let's put it in, pump it up, and hopefully that is that. Now putting it in should be quite easy. We find the original hole, which is up the top here. I have my valve. And I will pop it in. And then, because we kept the tyre in, it makes it a bit easier. Okay, so you've now stuffed your tyre in. You can start from one side and then just try and pop the tyre bead back in. This can be a bit tricky. Work your way from the top around, and it's normally the last bit that's very tricky. You need to try and do it like this so that people can see. I'm not pulling hard, but yeah, see, it just popped on. So we're all on. Make sure that's nice. Now, probably speed this bit up. In fact, let's put the wheel on and then we'll pump it up. Let's check that in a few days and see if it's fixed. If it is fixed, this will be the end of the video, and yay, we fixed the problem. So if that is the end, bye. And when I do finally get a puncture, because undoubtedly I will record that and go through the same process, and we'll see what a normal puncture looks like. On this occasion, it turned out, it looks like the valve just wasn't quite tightened properly, and that's where the air was escaping. But we had to go through these steps to find out that that was the problem. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, if it was helpful, please hit like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.